Hello. Happy Thursday, everyone. Cheers. Bring it on in. Let's talk. Time to get busy. We missed Wise Women's Wednesday because we had a little thing called Christmas. I don't know if you saw. Oh, shoot. I just lost my quote of the day. It just fell. I don't know if you saw Santa, but Santa came for a visit. Did you see that? Came for a visit at my house. He ho-ho-hoed himself all the way around the tree. It was pretty fun. Come on in. Who's here? Say hello. Say hello. I see no one. There's Jane. Hi, Jane. And there's Cynthia. Here come my girls. And Catherine. Catherine saw Santa at my house. Well, you didn't see him. He was just making an awful lot of noise. Hi, Doris. Good morning. Good afternoon. Lynn's in the house. I hope I had a walk. Hey, Vanessa and Charlotte. Here come the girls. Donna's here. Yay. Roxanne. Hello, Roxanne. Mimi and Jill. It's Boxing Day, you guys. It's Boxing Day. We don't do Boxing Day here in the United States. Joanne is saying Happy Boxing Day. Is it done in Canada? I don't remember. I left Canada when I was 7, so I don't remember. But yeah, it's Boxing Day. So my idea is let's just box up all that garbage, the garbage that everybody brought in. Have any of you gotten so much garbage that you're just like so ready to go back into real life? I know I am. Well, even though it's kind of all over the place, and next week is going to be a New Year's Day as well. I will be doing a broadcast on New Year's Day, a short one. But just, let everybody know that I'm going to be traveling. We are traveling tomorrow. We're going to be driving for 12 hours. I will be doing my broadcast on the road. Okay? It will be on the road. So there you go. You'll see me whether you like it or not. I will be there. So that's happening. The second thing that is going on, Mark is still trying to get a ski trip out of this. You know how men are. So, and I am just like, no, we got to get back. This is what's going on, yada, yada, yada. So anyway, this is basically, this whole week is going to be kind of difficult. But the good news is that tonight we're doing a webinar, because, I have to say, and tell me if this is how you are too. You kind of grasp a concept and you get something and it makes sense for you. And then all of a sudden one day you're thinking, really, is that right? And it's not that it isn't right. It's that now that concept has expanded. And that's what I've done with this webinar tonight. This webinar is Take Back Your Life and Take Back Your Body. Because what I have found is that when you disconnect from one and think that you can just diet or get whatever you want to do over here done, it's not true. And that's the disconnect. And I'm going to be talking more about that tonight. So I do hope you're coming. It's savingdinner.com/webinar, and you do have to sign up. You can't just pop in and show up. They do that because they want to make sure that no spam weirdos show up, because we get them on occasion. And it looks like a lot of our spam weirdos have gone away. I think we scared them away, you guys. At least you've done a good job in helping me get rid of the creepy people. There's a ton of people out there who want to do all kinds of weird stuff. We get people all the time, every single day, tons of them, who want to come into our hot milk, the hot milk group and the sprint. And I will tell you right now that you can thank your lucky stars that we have Jenny on our team. Jenny makes sure that nobody gets in that isn't, on our team, so to speak. So she makes sure, she vets them all. So thank you for Jenny. Jenny is our community manager and is taking care of everything. She also is in customer service. We have a new girl in customer service named Tina. Yay, Tina. And she's being trained right now. Danny and Jenny are doing that. Yes, Jenny is fabulous. She's amazing. And anyway, we're really blessed. We have a fantastic team, and Jenny's really, like I said, she is on it. So just keep that in mind. And by the way, speaking of sprints, it's January 6th, you guys. We're starting on January 6th. So really, it's about 10 days. So get your supplements right now. Right now, today, get your supplements. Get your supplements. Hello, get your supplements. That's all. If you want supplements, get them. Now's the time. January 6th. We have to start talking about January because January's like, we're going to breathe and it's boom, poof, it'll be there. So, when we listen, this is the thing you have to, and you know this, you guys, you know this. When you get on it, right? When you're in the zone and you get on it and you've got everything going, I am telling you, everything changes. Everything changes. And this is one of the reasons why I want you to come to the webinar tonight. I'm going to show you some stuff that just moved my needle, totally changed everything. And I'm teaching it to you now. I'm teaching it to my Hot Melt Club members. I've got more stuff coming. Do you know the most interesting thing in the whole entire universe is the science that's coming out all the time. And I find that when you can bring science into it, when you can understand how your brain operates, how your body operates, how they work together, you can dial things in. It is absolutely fascinating. And I'm going to show you everything tonight. So buckle down. It's going to be 7 p.m. tonight, and it's going to probably go for a good hour. And there'll be lots of questions. I will not leave until all the questions are answered. So hopefully you'll get a chance to meet Tina too. I don't know if she's going to be on there, but I know Danny and Jenny will be there. So it's going to be a fun time. We always have a good time. Anyway, I wanted to talk to you. Oh, and don't forget, Friday is Q&A. Friday is Q&A. And yes, we will be driving and on the road, but I'm going to be answering your questions. So please, but do me a big, big, big favor. Send them in today to support@savingdinner.com so I can print them out, have them in my car. And then, as Mark drives, I'll just sit there and do my show. We'll have Q&A in the car. Won't that be fun? I don't get car sick, only on windy roads, but we'll be on the straightaway by then. I want to leave early. It's a 12-hour drive, you guys. So, all right. So that's what we have. Books and all of that. You guys, books right now are just not happening. As soon as when Marla gets back into town and all of that, we'll start to whatever. But big prayers, you guys. Big prayers for Ben and Marla. It's a lot. It's a lot when you're going through something like that. It's never a simple, easy thing. There's always ups and downs. So big prayers for her. Also, I want to say to you that we are 6 days away from 2020. Are you excited about that? We are 6 days away from 2020. If you haven't grabbed your Take Back Your Life journal yet, you can get the PDF for $15. $15. And in it, you can write out everything, your goals that are going to change the whole course of 2020. If you don't want 2020 to look like 2019, then this is the planner for you. It's savingdinner.com/journal. Okay, check it out. I've got 2 workshops you can go through with it. We've got a support team for you. $15, and you can use it for the entire year. That's a deal. So I mentioned that because I don't know about you guys, but for me, to not have a written plan, to not know what I'm doing, to not have things written down it just puts me in ADD mode. I am ADD. I am ADHD. If I gave you a tour of my office with all my research and the books and everything that I'm going through, you'd say, this girl's got a problem. Yes, I do. But if it were not for the fact that I have everything written out, I couldn't do it. This is what brings me back to center. And today when I was meditating, I was thinking that, and because my brain kept wanting to take off and go everywhere, and I kept saying, go back to center. I was telling myself, go back to center. Getting back to center was so important, just so I can calm everything down. Because you know what it is? It's like trying to read a book in a windstorm. The pages are flapping. You know what you have to do? Go inside. Get out of the wind. And that's, to me, is what writing things down does. It gets you out of the wind, and it gets you settled and centered, and it makes a big, big difference. So, quote of the week, here it is. Courage is fear that has said its prayers and decided to go forward anyway. Don't you love yourself some Joyce Meyer? Isn't she just so brilliant? She is. Because that's courage right there, isn't it? Courage says its prayers and goes forward anyway. And this is my wish for you for 2020, is that you're going to say your prayers and go forward anyway. You know, the fear's not going to hold you back anymore. I'm not going to let that happen to you. That's how we miss out on our lives. Fear is not love. Fear is the antithesis of love. Think about that. No more living in fear, right? We're gonna live fearless lives. And to live fearless lives, we have to bring more love in. That's some good stuff right there. Alrighty, so let's talk, shall we, about what I wrote about being teachable and open and positive. When you're teachable, when you're open, and when you're positive, that is where opportunity finds you. Our opportunity can't find somebody who is closed-minded, unteachable, and negative. Think about it. You're a pessimist. That's never going to happen for me. I can't do that. No, I would never. That's just not, I will never eat that. I will never look. No, I can't do that. And no, you can't tell me about that. I heard this was the thing. How many people do you know who are pessimists, closed-minded, and unteachable, have anything in their life that you want? How many? Is there one person that you can think of that can show you something who has all of that stuff going for them? No, it's not like that. We have to embrace the heart of a beginner, really. Think about that for a minute. When we embrace the heart of the beginner, think about the time that you did something for the first time, that you were just so excited to do something, that you saw, you're going to learn something new. You're going to go all in. You're going to just really read everything that you can. You're going to take every class that you can, experience everything that you can. You're enthusiastic, you're open, you're teachable, you're positive. This is the thing, I want to do this. Whether it's learning a new language, doing a cooking class, learning how to knit or crochet or whatever it is. But think about what it was like when you very first started, or even when you very first fell in love. You know, there's this whole embracing of this beginnerhood where we're really in it and we're enjoying it, and it's wonderful. Everything about it, there's nothing about it that we're tired of. Everything about it just makes us giddy and happy. Being teachable and being open and being positive like this, TOP, a good little acronym there, is that embodiment. It keeps us young. It keeps us learning, and it keeps that brain of ours pliable, you know? Have you noticed that you can almost feel it? You can almost feel your brain opening. You can almost feel like the ahas just going off in your head. Have you noticed that? And that true, because there is a heart-mind connection, you can all feel that empathy growing and that compassion growing in your heart as well. It's pretty cool. Louis Armstrong said this. This is cool. There are some people that if they don't know, you can't teach them. Have you run into somebody like that? They're completely unteachable. They already know. I had somebody, I can't remember who it was, but someone said, I was talking about, you know, how I learned something from this makeup artist. I was going on TV, how I learned something from the makeup artist. And this woman said, oh, I know how to do all of that. I was an Avon lady 30 years ago. And I was like, wow, okay, there you go. Not on a parallel, but same kind of a thing. It's just, why can't we be teachable? Why can't we be looking always for that aha moment? Why can't we see that somebody has something to teach us, even if it's a negative thing, seriously? Because then we'll know they're like the poster child of what we don't want to be, you know? Got to look at it. Jackie Joyner-Kersee said, I maintained my edge. Remember how many gold medals did she win? I maintained my edge by always being a student. For 2020, I want you to see yourself as a student. I want you to see yourself as somebody who is continually learning. I want you to see yourself in a new way. I want you to see yourself with the eyes of a healthy self, with the eyes of a self that loves yourself, and the eyes of somebody who is teachable, who is open, and who is positive. That makes all the difference. This is how we get to those places where we start to connect the dots, where we start to make new pathways in our brains, where we start to have a life that's truly worth living. We can take back our life, we can take back our bodies, and we can take back everything that we want. You know, this is our territory. You get that, right? This is your territory. And when you get yourself in line, and when you are in alignment, I call it the alignment assignment. The alignment assignment of what it is that you want in your life and lining it up with all of the things, your heart's desires, it happens. It happens. The connections start to happen. People just suddenly start to fall into place. When you're on it and you've got the top going every single day, teachable, open, positive, every day, and you've developed routines that match it, that become rituals on either side of your day, nothing can stop you. That's my wish for you for 2020. So when you're teachable, you're going to benefit directly. It's going to go straight to your heart, into your head, and it's going to be something that's usable for everyday life. That's usable for creating your goals, that's usable for whatever it is that you're trying to do. Think about it for a minute. You know, when you are willing to go the extra mile, you're willing to go out and find the information, get taught, and not just read something somewhere, but really follow the trail. Go read the research on it. Why are they saying this about that? What is all this information? I had somebody who wrote me and said, well, all the saturated fat, this, that, and the other thing. And I said, okay, but when's the last time you read any of the research? Go find the research and read that. People want to put down what it is that you're doing, and they want to take away from you and give you unsolicited nutrition advice all the time. Amen? Have you heard that? And they'll tell you you're starving yourself, you're not doing this here, you're blah, 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 blah. And that's what you should be hearing as Charlie Brown's teacher. You know, don't listen. It's interesting to me how easily we allow these people that aren't even like true, you know, friends, and they're just acquaintances, and all these people, they all have an opinion, you know? We all have an opinion, right? We all have belly buttons too. So what? That doesn't mean that their opinion needs to be directing what you do. And also, if you're not going to go to them for a teaching moment, please don't go to them for nutrition advice either. Please. Just, you know, back away. Back away from this stuff and just, you know, look at them solidly in the eye and just tell them, God, you know, I really appreciate that. Thanks for letting me know what your opinion is. And we're done. Drops the mic. We can't do that to ourselves, you know? We can't. What we need to do is line ourselves up with teaching in an open way and a positive way that is going to advance the ball down the field. How many times have I said that? I say it all the time. You know why? Because that's how it happens. When we take our time to defend ourselves all the time, and we're taking our time to be taken down, you know, allowing ourselves to be taken down by some stupid troll on the internet, on Facebook or whatever, what happens there? Have you know what happens? It takes you off track. And what's most important is for you to put the blinders up, to be teachable, to be open, and to be positive. Because that is the thing that's going to carry you all year next year. It's going to expand the borders of your mind, expand the borders of your heart, and expand your entire life. That's what's going to do it for you. Not listening to these Joe Schmoes out there who have an opinion on whether or not you should be intermittently fasting, or that keto's bad or this is bad. Exactly. Mimi says we get drained by others' negativity. We do, but don't put it out there in the first place. Don't put it out there. And you do not have to stand on top of the roof of your house and announce what you're doing nutritionally. You don't. You can keep this to yourself. And another thing, especially if any of you have been on the carousel of crazy, where you've gone up and down with your weight and been on multitudes of programs, multitudes. That old merry-go-round, right? Going around and around and around, and it doesn't stop. And it's the same thing. And so your husband will look at you and go, well, all right, what this time? Rolling his eyes. Maybe what you do is just don't say anything and create something that works for you, and make sure that you throw something on the plate that works for him as well. Here's the thing that you need to know. This is the simplest part of it. When you decide to do something, it's for yourself. It's not up to you. You're not a community organizer, okay? Put that down. I know that, getting the troops out the door every morning and having to do your thing and get on the road and commute and do all the stuff that you do is a lot. But take your nutrition and personalize it for yourself. For yourself. It makes a big difference. It makes a humongous difference. And it also puts you in the place of having control, because now your energy is toward yourself. Do you know that your brain requires 20% of the energy that you produce? This is why we get this mental fatigue and get exhausted from all the back and forth and allowing everybody to come into our world and have an opinion about what it is we should be doing. And it doesn't work. It really doesn't work. And this is why when I tell you, like we're sprinting on January 6th, get ready now. Go get yours. If you don't have it, and if you want all the emails, go to savingdinner.com/sprint and pick it up. 17 pages of free diet to get you started on the new year. And if you want to get the emails, you got to go get it again. So just do it. And here's the thing that I want you to look at though. It's going to tell you exactly what to do. Your spouse may or may not want to do it with you. Who cares? You can still make the same protein, throw a potato on his plate, and do your soup and eat your salad. It's that simple. Get your protein ordered today, by the way. Get your stuff ordered. And do your collagen shots or your smoothie or whatever it is that you're doing. And don't make a big deal out of it. Allow other people to look at you and roll their eyes. It's okay. Guess what? You're fine. You're fine. Be like a duck. Let it roll right off your back and just do your thing. Do not bring the whole world. Do not be a community organizer, and just go into our community and talk about it there. But be quiet. Just don't let them have at you. You are not a buffet table where they can just pick away at you. You're not. We get excited about this. We have the beginner's mentality about it, which is awesome. But just do it for yourself. Do it for you. Put your time and your energy, and take that 20% of mental fatigue that you're just giving away to everybody else. Put it on you. Watch what happens when that happens. That is the needle mover. That's when things really start to change. Anyway, so tonight is, like I said, tonight is the big webinar. This is my end of the year program. It's my biggest thing ever that I have. And I'm really excited about it. I have learned a lot this year, and that I'm taking into 2020 that is going to move the needle in my life. And I'm going to share it with you because I want it to help move the needle in your life. So if you're going to be there, it's savingdinner.com/webinar. You got to get signed up. That's all. You got to get signed up. So who here is going to show amazing courage and leave fear behind this year? Who is? If that's you, tell me that's me in the comments right now, and tell me why it's going to be different. Why is it going to be different for you? What are you going to do differently? How are you going to make a difference? And for those of you who are using your Take Back Your Life journal, write something in there that tell me about how it's moving the needle in your life. I just want to see that for you. That's my whole thing, is if I can help one person get control of one thing that's pulling you down and reverse it so it's pushing you back up, I've done my job. But you know what's really exciting is when we get a whole community doing it. That is extraordinarily exciting. So listen, if you're not coming tonight, you will miss out. And if you can't come tonight, no worries. Just it doesn't matter. Just write it down, savingdinner.com/webinar, sign up anyway. We'll send you the replay because that's how we do it. All right. I just want you guys to have the best year ever, and I'm getting all geared up. I am so geared up. I'm excited. I'm so enthusiastic. I see big things. Big things. 2020 is not going to know what hit it because we have a whole community of women who are coming down the pike. That's right. And you're part of my tribe. You're with me. So I can't wait. I'm going to be leading the brigade, and we're going to be hooting and hollering and flexing our decision muscles and taking over the world. I don't know why I just said that, but I just did. 2020 is our best year yet. Let's do it, ladies. What do you say? Do it. Get off the carousel of crazy. We're going to throw it down the hill, light it on fire, and watch it burn. That's what we're doing. We're going to get off the carousel of crazy. We're done. Amen? If you're done, show up. See you tonight. savingdinner.com/webinar. Make sure you sign up so you can come. I can't wait to see you. Peace.